Through implementing fraud prevention measures, SAFS aims to reduce the risk of being defrauded or help our partners prepare should the worst happen and they be a victim of fraud. Through strengthening controls, SAFS can help our partners reduce the impact and the cost of fraud. Fraud risk assessments is a means of identifying a fraud risk. Once we've identified the risks, we'd look at the controls in place to enable us to score the residual risk of that fraud occurring. Frauds, as we know, are constantly evolving and changing, so we need to assist our partners to keep ahead of that curve and ensure that their controls change. Executive report will look at a particular fraud incident, but it will look at what's caused that fraud, so what limitations or weaknesses within processes and procedures enabled or assisted that fraud from occurring. The reason why we do this is to allow our partner organisations to strengthen their controls to prevent that similar or same fraud occurring again. Fraud prevention team at SAFS routinely scan the fraud landscape. And what I mean by this is we look at national and local trends in fraud to identify those new and emerging frauds, as well as those old frauds but that are persistent and may be forgotten about.
We do have a comprehensive training menu and organisations are able to select which session they would like to receive, and this will cover your fraud strategy that you have within the organisation, how to respond to that particular threat of fraud. It will also cover how to report that type of fraud to ourselves and talk about the impact of that type of fraud that it could have on the organisation. Our sessions are really interactive as well, so it really gives organisations the confidence to detect fraud and report it to us in a timely manner. And where we're not able to detect the fraud before it happens, they are able to detect it much more quickly than they might necessarily be able to, which in return does save money in the long run.